Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Hello, happy Thursday. I'm going to start by lighting the incense. This incense is called pleasures. There's so many ways that we can have pleasure in our lives. One of them, believe it or not, comes from meditation and breathing. I'm reading a book by a good friend of mine. He's a doctor. By the way, I'm going to put the incense right here, right in front, so I can get the whiff of pleasures as I talk to you today. Good friend of mine, he's a doctor, and he's talking about stress and how important breathing is. He talks about all different things: working out, food, obviously nutrition, vitamins, pills, all different things, getting sun, walking out in nature. All of these things affect our stress levels. And the other one is breathing. So you need to breathe properly. Breathing in, holding it, letting it out, and holding it before you breathe in again. Like I said before, there's different ways of breathing. Today I want to explore a different one with you. But before we get to that, I want to go ahead and talk to you about positioning, right? This is from Dow 365, and today we are talking about positioning. Now, I may say these words wrong because English is my second language. So here it is. Oh, by the way, thank you for being here today with me. Today is episode 160 on New Tip Daily. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. And if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you doing that. And please leave me a note. Hit hashtag replay and then just say hi or whatever you want to say. Or leave me a tip, even better. So here we go. Heron, Heron, Heron stands in the blue estuary. Solitary, white, in a movie for hours. A fish, quick, avian darting, the pre-captured. People always, well, here's the thing. Do me a favor and do follow us. People somehow always want to know how to follow Tao. It's easy. Easy, natural heron standing in the water. The bird moves when it must. It does not move. Still, use it appropriate. There is so much in these few sentences that we can draw from. Join me in this whole thing as we explore positioning, the many facets of positioning, if you will. So position yourself in a company, let's say, positioning yourself as an authority, position yourself in a business as online. Even, when you get online, what time do you get there? Positioning yourself anywhere. But also the act of doing nothing can also be positioning. So instead of heron stands still and it moves if it must. Why must it move? Because there may be danger or because it sees food and it's hungry. So how do you position yourself? Do you position yourself to be healthy? Do you position yourself to be unhealthy. Remember, your actions today lead to your tomorrows. Whatever your tomorrows are is because of what you've done in the past. But we can change the trajectory of our lives by the actions we can start doing today. Listen, even if I had a sedentary lifestyle, even if I don't like working out or I don't like eating vegetables, we can still do something positive today and position ourselves to have a better life moving forward. You I wish you can smell the incense I'm smelling here. It's called pleasures. So I have a bunch. Let me show you actually all the different ones I have. I'll even call them out. I have pleasures, Egyptian musk. Here's another one, strawberry. I think we've had that one before. Here's another one, China musk, cherry, and this one is in Chinese, so I cannot read it. And the other one is also in Chinese. So those are some of the things I'm using every time I meditate. And why do I want to use incense? Because it draws me into a different place, if you will. So meditation is about being present, fully present where you are. Yes, meditation can take you away, but you need to be present with your breathing, the deep breaths that we take. So positioning yourself to have a healthier, maybe even happier life. You know, money does not buy happiness. I know friends of mine who are very wealthy and they have the same troubles that you and I have, sometimes worse, sometimes worse. So are they happy? They 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 put on a front, if you will. But some of them are my customers, and I'm helping them and guiding them on how to have a better life. So why would a very, very successful person reach out to me, little old me? I'm a nobody. But to me, I am the one most important person in the world. And if I can share a little bit of knowledge with another person and help them live a better, healthier, happier life, then it is my obligation. It is my duty, my obligation to do so. So anytime a customer or somebody who doesn't even know me and they want to pick my brain and get to know what I can do for them, it's pretty easy. First, I got to find out about them. I can't help them if I don't know anything about them. So, how do I position myself to be an expert? First, by caring. You need to care. How do you position yourself in a caring mode? Well, you literally actually have to care. You have to be curious about your person that you're talking to. You should be invested in them. And if for some reason they don't resonate with you, then I would not take them as a client. I don't take everybody as a client. Listen, last month, I had one person who came in to my organization, and I always say this to every client, no matter who you are. Let's work with a month together and see if we're a good fit. I had a client 2 days ago say to me, "Well, I want to pay you for the whole year." I refused him. He said, "I'll pay you cash." Yeah, you know, the business person in me says, "Man, take the money and run." But my heart said, "No. What if they give you the money and then you're stuck with this person that you don't even like?" So, did I position myself to be in a good place? Yes. And what I said to them, I said, "Let's work a month together first. Then we can talk about moving forward. And if you want to pay me for a full year in cash, we can discuss that once we finish that 1 month. I want to make sure they're happy, but most importantly, I need to be happy. So I position myself for happiness. What if I took their money? You know, they're going to pay me a lot of money, and I could have just said, man, take the money. But what if they're good to start with, like most relationships? Everybody comes in all dressed pretty with makeup or nice clothes or great attitude and really nice. And then month 2 rolls around, they're kind of okay. Month 3 rolls around, but they haven't shown you who they really are. I'm talking about relationships, right? Like an intimate relationship. Do you know why people get divorced? Because they did not, and I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me, but they didn't cohabitate together. So they don't know how they act all the time. They only see what they want what the other person wants them to see. So you need to position yourself, and this is why I don't take people's money right away. Don't get me wrong. If it's an extremely lucrative deal, of course, there'll be a contract involved. There'll be stipulations that if they don't act in this manner, we break contract. Yeah, I got to put those in place. But when I work one-on-one with a client, I don't write a contract. You know, I give them a good deal if they pay for the whole year. But not everybody needs to be with me for a year. Some people just, you know, just to get started, to crank it up. In the old days, used to have to crank up the engine to get moving. And that's, to me, that's my happiness. I don't need you forever. I need you, I need to get you to where you want to go. That's for sure. And if I can't do it, then I will recommend someone for you. I've remembered so many times where I've actually recommended someone who said to me, well, I heard it's cheaper over there. And I have several businesses. So I've heard people say, oh, I heard somebody can build this cheaper. I said, well, you know what? I will go with them if that's your main concern. But if you want quality, I'm your guy. If you want somebody who stands behind their product, I'm your guy. But if you're looking for price alone and that's your main concern, go for it. And I say, it was a pleasure meeting you. If you ever need my services, you know the kind of person I am. Take care. That's it. I don't sweat it. Listen, one of my mantras, I have it, I don't have to have it written down, but one of my mantras is I have more money than I'll ever need, and money always finds me. Let's talk about the breathing I was going to talk to you about. So here's the breathing. Let's say you do a breath coming up. Let's say 4 breaths, 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you release it, this is going to be a little different. You're going to double. So instead of 4 countdown, you're going to do 8. So you breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 8. It's going to be longer. Do it through your mouth. You can control your breath better. Come down 8, hold it for 4, and breathe in for 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 8. And that breathing alone will definitely and drastically change everything about you. It's not easy, by the way, but it's something that you can start doing. So here's the smoke coming up. I can feel it. I feel energized. Not the smoke energizes me, by the way, but the thought of being in the moment, being here with you, being present, positioning myself. I've positioned myself as an expert in many different areas. Now, a lot of people say, master of none, jack of all, or whatever the saying is. I can't even tell you now, right? So they say if you're jack of all trades, a master of none. That's not necessarily true. Don't get me wrong. You should master one thing, but you can master one thing at a time. Once you've mastered it, don't drop it. Keep doing it. Be that master. But then you can start to learn other things and then become a master in that thing. And then one becomes two, and then two becomes three. Now you can't be master of all things, but you can be pretty darn good at a lot of things if you're patient enough to do it. Be patient. Don't rush. A lot of people say, man, how do you know how to do this? How do you know how to do that? How you're gifted? I'm not gifted. I am patient. I don't get frustrated if I don't get something at first. I keep going. One thing about me, I do not know how to quit. I'm messing around with the Rubik's Cube again. Why am I messing around with it? Because it's a fun challenge. Now, I know how to solve it. I've solved it many times. When I was a kid, I solved it all the time. I dropped it, and then I picked it up, solved it, put it away. Now I have it again. I have another one behind me. And why did I pick it up? Because I want to figure out a different way to solve it than what I've already known. There's certain formulas that you need to apply to, but what can you do to keep your mind sharp, to keep improving? I don't want to solve it the way I used to. I want to solve it differently. So how do I position myself? By thinking outside the box and coming up with ideas and concepts to be able to teach others so they can do it. I am an avid teacher. Before I can teach, I have to learn. I have to learn. Listen, I want to thank you for being here with me. Today was all about positioning. Position yourself in your company. Listen, show up early. Do the things that no one else is willing to do. Because, hey, listen, and if they don't recognize you after a while, go somewhere else. Somebody else will recognize you. But at least you got into the habit of being that kind of person, doing the right thing, even when nobody's watching. That's integrity. Doing the right thing because it makes you a better person. To me, that's also integrity. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you're watching on the replay, I really appreciate it. Remember, position yourself to win. Not everything will be a win, but keep positioning, inch your way there, and position yourself to eventually win. Not every race will be won by you, but you have to be in the race to even have a chance to win. So be in the race, people. Be in the race. Thank you again for watching me today. Do me a favor, please like, subscribe, and share these tips with your friends, colleagues, neighbors, and loved ones. And if you have a tip, I'd love to hear about it. Do me a favor, follow me on all my Instagrams, my Facebook, my YouTube. YouTube is New Tip Daily, right? And my Facebook, C for Raphael G, and Instagram, Fitness by Raphael, because I post a video every day. This week I'm doing ab workouts. Today I did lower abs. You want to work on your lower abs? Come check it out. All right. Thank you so much. Have yourself an exceptional and amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow.